Hi guys and welcome back to our FIFA 19 Sunderland Road to Glory career mode. Now, in the last episode we beat Brighton in the Carabao Cup. Then we went back into the Premier League and we did beat Cardiff by 2-0. So our Premier League table, I've just gone on the top goal scorers. I'm such an idiot. The Premier League table still looks like this, absolutely brilliant. Third in the league. I couldn't really ask for more, could I really? But as you can see, the goal scoring, in terms of how many goals we've scored, it hasn't been great. It's very, very low considering where we are. But at the same time, we're not conceding many either. We've only conceded 3 goals, which is the best defensive record in the league. But there's teams that are, a lot lower than us that have scored a lot more than us as well. Like you see, Newcastle, for example, who I don't really like saying the name, but they have scored a goal more than us, and they're sitting just above the relegation zone. But of course, they're leaking goals like there's no tomorrow. But in this episode, we will be taking on Leicester at home and then West Ham away from home. Now, there was a comment in the last episode, guys, which by no means am I calling this person out, but it's just an interesting point to make. There was a comment saying, for me to play 3 games rather than 2 and to cut out the unimportant bits. Now, I did explain, I did respond to the comment, but basically, when I do record 3 games, which I do sometimes, but yeah, I do that sometimes, and basically, it takes a while to record that amount of games. It generally takes about 45 to 50 minutes, and when you hit over a certain amount of time on my recording software, because it isn't the best, there's always a 50-50 chance that footage can corrupt, which obviously we're not going to get an episode then if that corrupts, because it just breaks the whole footage. But it can be done. But if I do 3 games, then I'd have to rush it like mad, and then the highlights themselves, if I cut out all the unimportant bits, you'd never kind of understand the story, which is why I like to do 2 games and do extended highlights, because then you get to see whether we're dominating or they're dominating, you know, who's had the best chances, and you understand the story of each game, and you can feel the emotion of each game, rather than me just doing 3 games and each one just has basically the highlights of the goals. And then you'll never know whether we're actually playing well. We could be playing poor, but we've won a game or something like that. Do you know what I mean? You don't really fully get the understanding of the story from beginning to end of each game. But in the comments, basically, just let me know what you would prefer to see. Of course, it's better, and it doesn't even necessarily mean that episodes would be longer. If anything, they'd probably be shorter, even if there is 3 games, because I would have to cut down the highlights so much to get it all in and to do it at a quicker pace. But it's down to you guys. I'm not really too fussed either way, but at some time, if you do want 3 games, sometimes I will have to do 2 so I can fit extra things into the episode. For example, if I can't do any talking in between games when I do 3 games in an episode. It's literally just like bang, there's a few highlights from one game, then another, and then by the episode's finished. But yeah, so it's up to you. Let me know in the comments. I'm rambling on as per usual. Let's get into this first game of the episode at home against Leicester. And this is the team we're going with. We have Cabrera in goal, Riveros, Twansby, Loyindama and Wan-Bissaka at the back, with McTominay, Henderson and Grujic in midfield, and Dennis, Madja and Davies up top. And just to let you know, out of the 4 people or 4 players that have been put up for Player of the Month, Wan-Bissaka and Grujic are both in there. So 50% of the players are our players. Whether they'll win it remains to be seen. But let's get into this game. Let's get into it. And here we are, guys. Again, welcoming Leicester to the Stadium of Light. And again, it's pissing it down. What, do they think it's always raining in Sunderland? Come on. It is quite realistic, isn't it, really? And there it is. As we mentioned earlier, we do have the best defensive record in the league. Leicester, they will have a few good players amongst their squad, I am pretty sure. But we have only lost 1 game so far this season. Can we continue this amazing start to the season? Go on, son. It is Wan-Bissaka. He does get it in. It's way too close to the keeper. I thought Madja might be able to get there just before him. But Schmeichel does hold the ball. It's a really scrappy opening to this game. Leicester keep trying to come forward. We nick the ball off them. We get forward. They nick the ball off us. That's offside. Really very little going on so far. Turn. It's it, Madge. Ah. First real chance of the game. I've tried to do a similar shot to what he did in the last game. He did manage to bend one out, but he's made a real mess of that one. I don't know whether that's due to the weather conditions, but it was bloody embarrassing. Oh, what a challenge that was. But then Grujic decided to tackle McTominay, and I don't know why he's done it. What an absolute dick. But now they are breaking forward. It's Lukaku. Get it away. What are you all running away from him for? Jesus. Get out. Hendo's breaking. On your bike, lads. On your bike. Out wide. That's it. It's Davies. Get it towards the back post. It's too easy to deal with. It did nearly fall for Madge after the heavy touch, but it has been cleared away. We're starting to get a bit of control on this game now, finally. Go on. It's the fell from McTominay. It's hit it, and it's so shit. It's unbelievably shit. Oh, what a chance, man. Oh, how could you even hit it like that? Dick. Great now. Back to Jordan Lukaku. Down the left side. He just gets towards the back post. Get it away, lads. And it's another offside given. You can see what their game plan is. They're playing it around nicely, but when they get into the final third, they just lump it up and hoof it towards Zaza, which I suppose is a decent way to go because he is a powerful threat in the air. But we seem to deal with it at the minute. And there goes half-time whistle. Difficult one, this. Leicester definitely seem a lot better on the ball, but they're not making too many chances, whereas we've had a good couple of chances now where we could have put ourselves in the lead, but it is 0-0 at half-time. Go on, make your own. Go on, Dennis, you're so much faster than him, son. That's it. Go on, Dennis. Come inside. Hit it, son. Oh, I took the block. Maybe I should have passed it across goal, but every time I do that, they either just pass it to the keeper or we go straight to a Leicester man, so I thought I'd go for it. But it has, it's been blocked. We do have a corner. First one of the game, I think. It's been whipped in. It has been headed in. It's an absolutely thunderous effort. What a header that was from Liam Dharma, the new man. It's his first goal, sorry, it's his second goal for the club. He scored a few games ago as well. What a header that was, son. Our first corner of the game. We don't really score from corners all too often. But that is a beautiful header. You can argue the keeper could do a little bit better maybe, but the power behind it was just absolutely insane. Yeah, Schmeichel should have done a lot better there, really. It was a nice height for him. But there was a lot of power behind it. I'll take it. 1-0. Get in! Oh, that's lovely stuff. Get it out wide for Wan-Bissaka. He does get it in. Oh, it nearly fell for Madge. Here's Hendo. Have a crack, son. Oh, and it's drilled straight at Schmeichel. Starting to really put some nice little passing moves together now. Oh, that's good stuff. Go on, Dennis. That's absolutely diabolical, mate. Try again. That's yours, Bissaka. Oh, I should have won that, but it is Zaza now, and his touch wasn't great. Get their first one to beat. Well in and away. That's it. Good defending. Oh, what a ball that is. Get it towards the back post. And again, it is you, Madja. And it's been headed over the bar. I need to get Madja in more. It's so hard because they defend so well down the centre of their defence. Oh, this is good stuff. Good build-up play here. Oh, Riveros is running into trouble though there. Can they break? It is Zaza, but he's quite lonely up there by himself for Leicester. They've got Gundogan on their team. Jesus Christ, I didn't notice the whole time, but now they are coming. It's Sola down the left, sorry, down the right side. It's got across goal. Get it away from Zaza. What a challenge that was. That was destined for Zaza's massive forehead. Get it out, son. Get it away, man. It has been headed again at the near post. Get it out. Now, Diaz, Brereton and Sangari will all be coming onto the pitch now. Give them a bit of game time, and there's players that are massively fatigued. They've been doing a lot of running in this game, a lot of chasing the ball down. That'll do. Bissaka, get it over early, and that is just... oh, shit. And there goes a full-time whistle, and it's another victory under our belts. Relatively hard fought, particularly in the second half where Leicester decided to really give it a go, and I think it was Cabrera that made an absolutely insane save at the near post. It was Leicester's best chance of the game, and that has won us it really, so well done to Cabrera. But next up we are away from home and we'll be taking on West Ham, and this is the team we're going to go with. We have Cabrera in goal, Henry, Twansby, Ayer and Wan-Bissaka across the back. We do have Gomez, Henderson and Grujic in midfield with Davies, Dennis and Brereton up top. Madja will be dropping to the bench for this game. He will more than likely come in as a sub later on, but Dennis just seems so more effective when he is down the centre, although he can play on the left wing as well. So let's get into it. And here we are, guys. It's a beautiful day. It's always a beautiful day away from home. because it's always raining at the Stadium of Light. But we are taking on West Ham. I do really like the stadium, to be fair. It's grown on me a little bit now. And as you can see, I didn't even notice, we are top of the league. Chelsea still undefeated, but they have picked up a few draws where we've won almost all of our games, losing just the one, which is just an absolutely ridiculous start to the season. Can we continue it? We're not even... It's mad because we're not even necessarily battering teams. We're just scraping the one chance here and there. We're only winning sort of 1-0s and 2-1s here and there. It's not like we're not dominating. We're just getting on the right end of the score sheet. Here's Hendo. Go on, Hendo. Go get yourself, son. He gets a second chance and it's dragged straight. Well, it's a straightforward save, really, for Fabianski to make. Now, here is Antonio. He does have pace. He does have strength as well. He's held up the ball and played it backwards. Good chance for them. The ball isn't great. Can he keep it in? He can. West Ham just toying with us a little bit here. Yarmolenko as well. Get it out, son. Get it out. Get it away. And he has been struck, but straight at Cabrera. Chase it, Brereton. Go on, son. Go on, son. Big touch. Get it in. Get it in. It's looped to the back post and it's been just taken off the head of Davies. Is Aya, the centre-back. He unleashes one. Please say that's took a deflection. It hasn't. Oh, what a dick. Great challenge there by Rico Henry, cancelling them out there. Now Hendo, can he break forward? Make your overlapping run, Dennis. He does get it to him. His touch lets him down a bit. He does drag one and it's gone wide. He still hasn't got himself a Premier League goal so far, Dennis. 8 games without a goal. Good chance for them. It has been struck. Get it out. That'll do. Really playing the ball around nicely here. West Ham, it's a good chance and they've hit it wide. I think it may have been offside anyway. Our block line have been getting a lot of offsides for us in the last couple of games. Played a really decent line, but again, it was still very dangerous from West Ham. Oh, that's a really silly challenge there by Angel Gomez, our number 23. Good chance for Yarmolenko to get this ball in the box, and it's a really awful one. And there goes half-time whistle. Relatively even game here. Not many clear-cut chances. Both sides really cancelling each other out. I might have to make a couple of changes, maybe early on in the second half, because we're not being quite decisive enough and quite creative enough up top, but we'll have to see. Oh, this is lovely football straight away in this second half. Get it in the box towards Brereton. He can't get there. It's a bit hopeful, really. Should have kept hold of the ball. But now here is Grujic. You have a crack, son. It's been blocked. We're in the second header. It has fell. What a volley that was, and what a save from the West Ham keeper, and that is offside for Brereton. What a chance. Well, I say it was a chance, but look at that from Gomez, and Brereton is, of course, offside. He's caught it really well, but the keeper, Fabianski, was more than equal to it. Oh, they are breaking. Surely that's offside, ref. It's not been given. It has been headed away, though. Still back in the box for West Ham. They've gone for it again. It has been headed a second time, and Cabrera holds that one. It's so end-to-end in this second half at the minute. Turn. Davies, you hit one, and it's a good save. Bit too easy. Bit too kind to the keeper there. Could have tested him a bit more. Diaz, Jones, and Madja are all going to come on. Go on, get your in it, get your in it. Has been headed. It's in! It's a goal! It has come. Is it Dennis? I think it is Dennis, and it's finally his first Premier League goal for Sunderland. He does deserve it. He gets himself in some cracking positions. He does influence the play so much, but he just hasn't been able to put the ball in the back of the net, but he has done today. I think it may have hit a West Ham player on the line as well. It does, but it should be awarded to Dennis, surely. And we are in the lead. Get in! It has been awarded to Dennis, thank God. He needs that. Come on. I think it just shows, doesn't it, that I think Dennis has 1 goal in the Premier League so far, and Madja only has the 1 goal as well. So it just shows, you know, we're not scoring enough goals. One of those two players, they're getting enough game time. They need to really take it by the neck and just start battering teams if we can. But this game is far from over right now. Still 20 minutes remain. Felipe Anderson onto Obiang in the middle. It's as if they're trying to see out the loss here. They're just playing it around the back so much. I mean, we are giving them a bit of a high press. They're just keeping hold of the ball for ages here. Are they going to attack? They are, and this is nice play, actually, to be fair. And this is that final pass for them that's way too easy for us to deal with. Coming down the centre now is Obiang. Wilshere out wide. That's a good chance for them here. It has been struck and it's been fizzed wide of goal. Good football again here from West Ham. Really starting to push and the fans really getting behind him. They're just so casual on the ball though. It's as if they don't want to win, but in saying that, they are coming forward now. Anderson, since coming on, has been really, really influential. He's on everything at the minute, and that cross is just horrendous. We're getting this a lot. When we defend so well and we give them such a limited options to pass, they just panic and just hoof it anywhere towards our goal. And half the time that happens. I'm not complaining, and it looks like we are going to be rooted, or staying, sorry, at the top of the league, which is just crazy. And there goes a full-time whistle. It's another 1-0 win. We're just scraping past sides here. Is it luck, or is it just class? We'll obviously see by the end of the season. And here are the stats at the end of that game, guys. This is literally what most games are looking like at the minute. We're getting absolutely battered. We're getting done over for possession. It's happening almost every game. We might end up having an even-ish amount of shots, but that's literally what's happening at the minute. They're not taking their chances. We are, only by a goal to nil, of course, but we're always losing out on possession. We never seem to be winning in the possession sort of stats. And shots, you know, relatively even, 5 to their 8. We've had 6 on target, though, to be fair, to their 3. But happy days, it's another 1-0 win. Now, this is how the league table stands at the end of the episode. We're now top of the league, still top of the league, should I say, a point ahead of Chelsea. It's just amazing to look at. Chelsea's still undefeated, the only team that have beaten us. We've drawn 1, won 7, losing 1. So that's Chelsea in 2nd, United in 3rd, and Wolves in 4th. Brighton sitting just outside there as well. Arsenal in 8th, which is pretty mad to see. Same way, look at City and Liverpool and Everton sitting in the bottom half of the league. We have Newcastle, who have risen away from the relegation zone a little bit in this episode, with Spurs still in the bottom 3, joining Watford and Burnley. But this will be the end of the episode, guys, and if you have enjoyed, please hit that like button for me. It'd be massively, massively appreciated, and subscribe to the channel if you're not already to become a fully fledged member of the Sarny Army. But for now, you take care and stay jammy.